Okay, when you have a torn strap, seam strap that you need to repair, we're going to show you how to repair this in-house with a few simple tools and some adhesive. What you're going to need to do this project, you need a grinder. This one has a 36 grit disc on it. You need some MEK, some toluene, something to put underneath the cut against, a pencil grinder, some safety glasses, air gun, razor knife, square, some gloves, a hand roller, the material to replace it with, something to mark with. This is all the materials you're going to need to do this repair project. Okay, the first thing you need to do is you have to go in here and you have to trim this off to get you a good straight edge, and then you have to grind this and get everything prepped to glue it. And we'll show you how to do that right now. I can mark it straight. You can just take a razor knife and a board or something behind it to protect it. You need to do this on both sides. So we'll continue on doing this. Sure, and put a board or something behind it so you don't accidentally cut into the collar. Now that you got it trimmed out of the way, we're gonna go in here. We're gonna buff this off with a hand grinder and apply the adhesive. Get both of them. Get everything glued back down, and we'll show you how to do that. Um, okay, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna take it this with a pencil grinder and grind these edges here so we can put them back down as well when we're doing the steps. We'll show you how to do that right now. Okay, once you get both surfaces ground buffed up, then just take and blow it off with some air, and then we'll ground the in between the two straps. Show you how we're going to do that. Okay, once you get both ends ground, now we're going to take the hand grinder and grind between each strap. Okay, now once you got the tube is ground and ready to prep, then you're going to prep the pieces you're going to replace it with. Just take this strap. We just take and hold it down on a piece of wood or a little table. Take that grinder with the 36 grit disc on it and rough this up and clean it up. And we're trying to get down to virgin rubber. Okay, you saw how you grind. It's real important to grind the edges real good. That's the hardest part to keep laid down. So make sure you grind the whole area good. We got this straight, this edge here. We'll cut it straight, and this is enough material to do this patch, and we'll cut it off to where it needs to be. You can get you a good straight edge on one end of it of your repair material. Then line it up. Take something and mark it. We use a silver pen. And cut your piece. Make sure it all fits back long so it'll be pushed up a real good tight seam. Okay, first of all, you take some MEK, wet a rag with some MEK. Be sure and do this in a well ventilated area and out of the direct sunlight. Clean both your repair strap and your tube, the collar. Once you clean up the MEK, let it set for 3 or 4 minutes to let all the MEK flash off. And then you'll do the same process with some toluene. Then take toluene, a wet, damp rag, wet rag, just toluene. Clean both surfaces again, wiping it real good. And once you wipe it down with the toluene, let both surfaces set for up to 5 minutes to make sure all the solvents have evaporated off, and make sure you're doing this in a well ventilated area and out of the direct sunlight. Once you get everything clean, mix your glue by the instructions on the glue. You're going to put 3 coats of adhesive on it, even coats on both surfaces, and letting it dry between each coat. Be sure you touch each end of each of the straps so they'll glue together when you lay it in. Okay, you're going to put a total of 3 coats on, letting it dry between each coat. So once you put the first coat on, it takes up to 15 minutes for it to dry the touch. So you can just glue it. Make sure you're not in a real dirty area or anything, so dust or nothing will blow into it, and let it set for up to 15 minutes so it's dry to the touch. Okay, once it's set for about 15 minutes, you'll see it's dry to the touch. Both both surfaces are dry to the touch. Apply a total of 3 coats, letting it dry between each coat. So we'll put the next coat on. once you get the third coat on and both surfaces are dry to the touch, you can reactivate it with some some toluene, and you can take a hand roller and roll it down as you work across. Okay, put the little piece down that's still up on the original strap. Just take your damp rag of toluene, reactivate the glue. It'll become sticky once you lay it like that. Then take a hand roller, press it down, making sure you get the edges down real well. Roll it down. Be sure and roll for both directions to get all the air out. Now you're ready to put your repair piece in. Just test fit it one more time, make sure everything fits. You want a little bit of a gap, a little long, so you press it down and it'll fill in real well. And now you're going to reactivate that and lay it on. You start on one side, get it lined up. Now you just dampen the whole piece down with some toluene. And lay this in, line the other end of it up. Push it down tight and work it way down all the way across. Be sure and get the edges real well. Then take your hand roller and roll it out. And that's how you do a repair job on a seam strap. Now you need to let it set for 24 hours before you put it back into service. It'll cure out. Just make sure you keep it out of the direct sunlight while it's curing, and you should be ready to go.